So what we are going to do is over a 1 week period, we will email, text, and we will call our contacts. So that means we will have 15 pieces of outreach. So 5 emails, 5 text messages, 5 phone calls. So let's just talk about a couple of tips with each of these. Number one, for your emails, your subject line is the most important part of your email. Never forget that. Use curiosity to get them to open the email. That's what's most important. So, and you could say Happy New Year. What are you up to this year in your subject line? Something like that. But your email, you want to keep it short and to the point. And very simply, you want to ask them to do one thing. So what's the one thing you want them to do? Do you want them to reply to the email? Do you want them to watch for your future text message or call? Do you want them to go to your website? Do you want them to send you a referral? Want them to tell you if they're considering another project? One thing you want to ask them. Now, at the end of the email, and this is what's really important, is that you are going to tell them, I will be texting you and calling you soon. So when somebody opens this email, instead of just blowing you off, they're looking at it and going like, oh, I'm going to be receiving a text message. I'm going to be receiving an email. And then that way they'll reply to the email. Say, hey, no need to call or text. Yeah, let's talk some more. Or, cool. Yeah, I'll keep you in mind if I have my next project, or maybe we are considering a project, sort of thing. So again, tell them what will happen next. Now, when we move on to the text message, so we're going to wait a day or two and then send a text message. In the text message, we will tell them we sent them an email. Now, why do we do that? Because we can put the most information on why you're reaching out to them on the email. And obviously, if there's a link or something like that, it works better on an email. But emails go into spam. Emails don't get opened all the time. So you want them to go look for that email. So the text message, you will tell them you sent them an email. And then you will also tell them you will be calling them. So again, they can't avoid that text message. They might pick up and reply to your text. Finally, if you have not heard from them, a couple days later, you're going to call them. And you know what you're going to tell them when you call them? If you have to leave a voicemail, you're going to tell them that you sent them an email and that you sent them a text message. Okay, so obviously what you're doing is you're letting people know that you really want to talk to them, which is why you got to have a compelling reason for them to want to hear from you. So Diana, any thoughts on that as far as just going through that sequence?
I'm taking notes, and just I don't know if you are smart or the technique is so smart that it's working. So it makes sense. So you're so smart.
Keep it simple, silly, right? This is so simple. And again, you just tell them what you're going to tell them and then tell them what you told them. But most importantly, let them know there's future communication coming. So that when they call you on the phone, like, oh yeah, I got your text. Sorry, I've been busy. They have to answer the phone. Or if you have to leave a voicemail, they'll go back and like, oh, that's right. He sent me a text and an email. I need to get back to him. So what we're looking for, of course, is just engagement. We just want people to engage us and acknowledge whatever our reason is for getting back to them.